Hey guys, I'm just anyway. What am I gonna? Let's see. What was I gonna do? How many people are watching? No one. Dad's home. God damn it! Perfect timing, Dad. But I cannot hide from you. Your reactions are dividing me. Calculating thoughts and interrupting all the time, neglecting all the traits that I wish weren't mine. Other than everybody. What? Photoshop. I just want to do a simple fur in the wind animation. What the fuck should I draw exactly? Language is scary and overanalyze. Every word that I say seems far too unkind. For your intentions, I'm ashamed by mine. When I'm thinking too much, I realize I'm unkind. Tender and nicer than I'll ever be. I'm selfish and deluded. Enjoy my hypocrisy. Complain that I'm bored. Being bored is a privilege. Act like I'm suffering. There's no suffering in this. Just keep this open so I can see if there's anything new. First world problems, they breed in my head. Ethical contradictions between my actions and what I said. I should just shut my mouth as evidence was against me. Feel so much worse than I think, exposed as a phony. I am shit, nah, 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 fucking dick. I am shit, nah, nah. Oh my god, why isn't the picture? Okay, here we go. Now it's working. Should I do it properly or not? I'm just gonna listen to my playlist. We wouldn't be seen that here in the day. Any of you want a link to my playlist? It is right here. That it's dark now. And if I like it, then we stay. Impress the Empress, take a shot now. We got the glow in our mouth. My singing's off today. We got the glow in our mouth. White teeth teens are out. Oh, I don't really want to draw grass in the wind. So I'm just gonna draw this. can't draw cliffs, so this is my attempt. Okay, let's see. Warriors OCs. I'm gonna listen to some AJJ. It's my favorite band. Booyah! I could go off the deep end. I'm gonna try drawing differently, in a different sort of style. Narg.
You're my best friends.
I could follow those stylish trends. God knows I could make amends, but I've got an angry heart filled with cancer and puppy thoughts. But this is how you folks make art. It's fucking depressing. And it's sad to know we are not alone. And it's sad to know there's no honest way out. I'm afraid to leave the house. I'm not timid as a mouse. I'm afraid if I go all up where my will go up. I'm not a courageous man. I don't have any big lasting plans. Too cowardly to take a stand. I wanna keep my nose clean. And it's sad to know we're not alone in this. And it's sad to know there's no honest way out. In this life we lead, we could conquer everything if we could just get the grace to get out of bed in the morning. And I wrote my promise.
The Michael Jordan of drunk driving played his final game tonight. And burdened by his loneliness.
I feel like it's in that one. And I broke my promise on a very sharp rock, and I was possessed by something quite from me, and I was haunted by a demon in my sleep. And that's how I learned it's fine. And I gave a beer to a bun that was creaking, and I gave some sauce to my bestest friend for cooking, and I gave water to all I thought were thirsty. That's how I learned it's fine. And I give my money to the bank for safekeeping, and I give my money to my landlord who was needing it, and I gave attention to the TV that was bleeding. That's how I learned to survive. Straight away got the do-re-mi, boys. We got the do-re-mi. Well, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California is a garden of Eden, a paradise to live in Odyssey. But believe it or not, you'll find it so hard if you ain't got the do-re-mi. We totally ripped off a man named Guthrie, and I bought a restaurant for his son named Dallas, and I fit. My voice is really off today. Oh. And I fed false information to the audience, and that's how I learned how to survive. And we give a bit, and I give a thank you to my father for not raising me, and I give a finger to my stepfather for beating me, and I give props to myself for achieving. Goddamn, I'm glad that I survived. And goddamn, I'm surprised that I survived. And I just handed you a giant load of gibberish. And I give love to a lover quite deserving of it. And I give thanks to all of you for listening to the story of how I learned how to survive. I don't want to listen there. God damn. This is pretty therapeutic. It's just kind of frustrating sometimes.
Hey everything, fuck you. I hate everything you do to me. I despise every lie I come to believe, and I hate every evil thing that I see. This juxtaposition of good and bad reminds me of the best and the worst dreams I've had. I'm either too happy or fucking sad, and I can't keep up with that. in my job. What a shame, just a mountain of death filling up my brain. I am always tied to the tracks of the train, desperately afraid of going insane. And I like to take advantage of a flock of wild birds to make my escape from this planet. I like to take advantage of a flock of wild birds to make my escape from this planet.
God damn it.
From this planet. Try some.
I wonder if my friends will be on. I hope my friend. I can never draw chests. Can't draw from this angle because I fucking suck at drawing at all, don't I? Should I move the leg up? No. Hey, Dad! Dad, can I have some food? Lazy asshole. That's pretty ironic. Calling Dad lazy when I'm the one who's can't even be bothered to get up and get myself some food. Now that's irony. Zombie roleplay. God damn this. Just never mind. Screw them. I don't give a shit. Please don't get me started. Looking backwards, too long. Strong yet open-hearted. Accept leaving when leaving's come. God didn't see it coming. Instead, I love you. Hope you knew. My bags are packed, and my tears are packed, and my course is marked by stars. I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on. Leave a little light on. Da, 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 da. My singing is shit today. Leave a little light on. Leave a little light on. Soon be moving on my way. Soon. Nah, this just isn't a song for me. Leave a little light on. I'm gonna listen to this. Seriously, please chat here. Please. Please. I'm lonely. Someone talks, I might not be depressed.
Use playlists to bring your songs together.
They don't ask you to come over anymore. They're afraid of what you might take. They're afraid of what you might break. They're afraid that you'll freak out. But most of all, they're worried about the mess that you might make. Cause they don't want mess, they don't want to admit that there are things beyond our control. They look into your wild, wild eyes where they will know, they will know, they will know. They don't want to know They can take it, they don't call you anymore. That's why they don't call you anymore. I don't want to sing. When you go to the hospital, you're gonna have to do it on your own. You get arrested and they take you to jail. Your friends will come to visit you and they won't pay your bail, cause they don't want to see how easy you can sink. They're afraid that you might drag them down. It could be them looking out to those bars. It could be them wearing hospital gowns. And that's why they don't want you around. They all wish that you get well, but they sure as hell don't want to, or they don't know how to help. They're afraid that they might catch what you got, and it scares them to death when they hear you talking to yourself, cause they're afraid that those voices in your head might spread into their own. They all know that we hang by a thread, and it's so easy to let go. They don't want to lose their hold, so they don't call you anymore. That's why they don't call you anymore. They'll all miss you when you're gone. They'll all say that they don't know what went wrong, but deep inside we all know. We all knew where you were going and we all let you go. And now I've got the time and now I've got the guts, but you're not picking up the phone. And it's way too late to call you anymore. Yeah, it's way too late to call you anymore. I don't call you anymore.
Bonjour, welcome to Paris and
The hell is that?
Atelier. Today I'm excited to show you a revolution in makeup. I'd like to introduce...
They're afraid that you might drag them down. I don't watch videos.
Now, while I realize the MPAA is unwholesomely connected to the film rating system the way Morgan Freeman is to his own step-granddaughter, I am not here today to talk about the MPAA as a whole. My thoughts on them have already been communicated. Dear MPAA, fuck you. The film rating system is a clusterfuck so bad that even John Hammond shakes his head at it. And the first reason is its enforcement, which is different in every state and 95% of the time falls to movie theater employees, who, I can promise you, having been one for 10 years, give negative shits about this issue. So, the first move is this. Legal movie age is now equivalent with legal driving age. 16. Do you have a state-issued driver's license or ID? Then you can see any goddamn movie you want. You're an adult in the eyes of Hollywood now, who frankly will welcome the chance to market to you 16-year-olds openly and without any creepiness anymore. This has the added benefit of shifting the potential audience size for what formerly would have been an R-rated movie, meaning fewer filmmakers will be forced to clean up their action and language just to get a PG-13 rating to reach a wider audience. This also solves the problem of enforcement to a huge degree. Present your damn ID at the box office, get a ticket, go do what you want. No ID? You can't just see anything, and your ticket will be a different color so the usher knows to keep an eye on you. The onus now falls on parents to keep their 16-year-old kids from seeing filthy shit, and 16-year-old and older individuals to police their own morality. And no longer do we fine cinemas or judge filmmakers for that shit. Now, the actual rating of the films. There are only two ways to go. Completely objective or completely subjective. Right now, you're doing both. You're leaning on a general tone, gut feeling, but you also have silly unwritten rules, like how many instances of an F-bomb can be used before a movie earns an automatic R rating. Personally, I think it's impossible to quantify it.
That's impossible!
You'd have to create a source document of rules so dense the U.S. Constitution would groan and roll over, and ask the iTunes Terms of Service to just click yes without reading it. Subjective is the only way to go. Does a movie feel like something kids should see or not? That should literally be the only question. The reason the current subjectivity fails as a system is because we never change out the MPAA for a new group of curmudgeons. The rating of films should be governed by a small board of diverse members that changes frequently, like the president's cabinet. Actually, I'm literally suggesting the president appoint a film ratings board when he takes office, voted on by Congress, made up of moms, dads, actors, janitors, cops, shitheads, preachers, everyone. Treat that shit like jury selection. Their term is up when they're fired for sucking or their president leaves office, ensuring the film ratings as a whole will always have a fresh perspective. I know what your objection will be. Your Honor, I object! That this makes it a red state, blue state thing, and politicizes the film ratings. First of all, I couldn't care less about politics if I tried. Second of all, someone has to appoint these people, and it's not going to be Michael Moore. At least not if I have anything to say about it. Third of all, most parents don't want their young children to see nudity or excessive violence in film. This is a pretty non-political position and is nearly universal. Fourth, like the Supreme Court, each rating board's members' voting history would be a matter of public record, so that they can be held accountable by citizens for the decisions they make, and shamed into resigning when appropriate. Now, the system itself. Here's my suggestion for overhauling and fixing the rating system. Are you ready? The current system has 5 classifications. This is too damn many. They have G, PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17.
Fuck does that mean?
My system replaces these 5 classifications with 2. Already, you know the system is superior, don't you? K for kids, A for adults. Boom. Each movie gets 1 letter. The cutoff point is 16, as stated earlier. This will eliminate that bubble movie that wants to be R for action and themes, but has to try to appease the MPAA and get a PG-13 just to make its budget big. There are now 2 kinds of movies in the ratings world, kid-friendly ones and adult-friendly ones. The end. Got a monster movie? You're an A. Got a tit-free movie about fluffy badgers? You're a K. And we're done here. It's that easy. Stop trying to define all those murky stages between when a kid becomes an adult, and just let people fucking parent and take responsibility for their actions, and let artists create art. Jesus, this is not art. Really, Jerry, none of this matters unless or until you give the MPAA the boot and the finger.
No comments?
Hollywood.
They don't call you anymore. That's why they don't call you anymore.
It's getting crazy in the superhero genre. While profits are up and demand has never been higher, the superhero genre is in peril from a great many factors. The first problem is oversaturation. Any market that floods with a popular product inevitably sees reduced demand for said product. This is Economics 101, and I didn't even take that fucking class. I think just between Marvel and DC, we have 53 superhero films scheduled for launch in the next 5 years. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Remember Ross and Rachel? Better yet, remember when the theater owners did this in the 90s? Jesus. The second problem is lack of original material. You're running out of comic book heroes people give a shit about. I could make an argument we're already there. Why are comic books the only place you can go for superhero stories? You do employ writers, right? You do know there's a finite number of comic books in existence, right? There are a host of comic book films in development right now featuring several of the lesser-known heroes. Ant-Man has already lost the best thing it had going for it. Do you have any idea how many people who could give a rat's ass about Ant-Man would line up to see the next Edgar Wright film, regardless of what it was? Studios, you're going to have to come up with some original superhero stories of your own, guys. It's inevitable. And there's precedent with Chronicle, a fine superhero story, and a movie many people loved and which made plenty of money. Why it's taking you so long to follow that up or for the rest of you to imitate it, beyond me. There was even better precedent before that with Unbreakable, a movie so awesome that it's easy to forget it was an M. Night joint. But again, despite M. Night's recent floundering and that film's first success, still no sequel, no true imitators. It boggles the mind. You're going to have some duds. For every Unbreakable, we're going to get a Hancock. It's all right. Shit. It's the same with established superheroes anyway, right? For every Dark Knight or Avengers, we get a Green Lantern, or a Catwoman, or a Jonah Hex, or a Fantastic Four, or the Phantom, or Batman and Robin, or Steel. You want evidence that good characters are scarce? Look at the flailing studios. They are throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. Let's talk about Lady Thor and Black Captain America. Marvel, the fuck are you doing? Besides the obvious demographic play, you don't actually extend or increase the public's interest level in existing heroes by doing this shit. And while we're on the subject of Marvel's recent changes, dudes, fucking create an original black superhero. Don't just take a black dude and put him in an existing white superhero's persona. And don't take an existing black superhero like the Falcon away from fans just to repurpose it. It's like you went 80% of the way toward a good decision with solid intentions, but right before you landed that plane, at the last second you said, fuck it, let's crash this bitch. Hey, we want to reach a higher percentage of black fans. Well, we got Captain America here. He's pretty popular these days. Why don't we just make him black? Brilliant! because you have such a great track record of dealing with black hero characters. I'm white, so pile on now if you want. But black people, am I wrong? Would you rather see them change a white hero into a black one, eliminating an existing hero in the process, or create an original black hero that gets his or her due? Women, how do you feel? Lady Thor is one thing, but a female Ghostbusters? Jesus. Don't you want Hollywood to create awesome female starring franchises with originality and some thought put into it, as opposed to just co-opting some action or comedy franchise after the men propped it up? I mean, shit, I'm a middle-class white male, and I'm annoyed. If I was a black woman, imagine how upset I'd be about this shit right now. Warner's is like, shit, Joker is the second best character we have the rights to, so let's make a Suicide Squad movie and cast Jared Leto as the Joker in it. And look, Jared Leto is fine by me. He's a fine actor. The problem is that it's still too close to an iconic Joker performance to reboot the role. But worse than that is the idea that Joker would be in some lame-ass villain team-up movie. And even if you say he's not part of the Suicide Squad, but merely making an appearance in the film, I'll say exactly. Joker is a character worthy of his own damn film. Just sharing screen time with other villains in a Suicide Squad movie makes Joker basically a bitch character. Of course, this is the same studio that hired Ben Affleck, one of our finest working directors, to act in a Zack Snyder movie. Fox is actively scripting X-Men films with the explicit intention of erasing previous X-Men films from the canon. But all that pales compared to Sony. My God, Sony is fun to watch these days. It's like a Benny Hill sketch. First, they reboot Spider-Man 7 years after the previous version because, well, shit, they don't have the rights to a ton of comic book properties. But then, by the second film of the new reboot, they're making every single mistake they made in Spider-Man 3 all over again. Now they're so fucking lost, it sounds like they're open to anything over there. There's talk of a Spider-Woman movie. There's that Sinister Six shit they still have brewing. There are rumors of another reboot. And most recently, talk of an Aunt May spin-off film. I shit you not. Sony?
What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing over there, insane dumbasses? Okay, this went nowhere near what I was hoping for, so... Arrgh. It's a crime, you let it happen, you never mind, I let it happen to me. Never mind and all the things I want. Every time I get it, I throw it away. Never mind, I get it, I wanna stay every time.
Don't ever change, bro. Me and you. Another problem.
How can I believe? I'm gonna go get food. When this cloud hangs over me.
One no one wants to talk about are these huge-ass cinematic universes. Now, stay with me here. Do the MCU movies not all feel similar? The score, the colors, the cinematography, it's obvious they're going out of their way to make sure these films all feel part of the same universe. But that's definitely going to lead to too much familiarity, too much sameness. Look, we love movies because they take us to worlds we'd never go to otherwise. We'd never be able to experience. They transport us. But we want to go to new places as much as possible. It's the Toy Story problem. Is Toy Story 3 the best film of them all? Yes. It's also the least necessary and the one I care least about. Don't even get me started on Toy Story 4. Why? Because I've already been to that world several times. Listen, my best advice, Hollywood, whoever you got out there working on new scripts, put a few of them to work on original superhero concepts, characters, stories, or shit, what do I know? Just keep giving us more and more obscure comic heroes. Go ahead, Sony, give us a female Spider-Man film. Give us your ridiculous Aunt May spin-off. See how that works. Actually, you know what? Just keep rebooting Spider-Man. You're on a hilarious repeating cycle of fuckery, and it's fun for me to watch. DC, why don't you give us a fucking Nightwing movie? Or better yet, Superboy. Marvel, I think the world may be ready for Origins, Young Storm, the TV series. But even once you go through every single existing comic book character and make a movie about them, you'll still be out of ideas. Then you're left with only endless reboots.
I'm gonna draw some more later. See you guys. And thanks for hanging out with me. I just, like, no one Skypes. Everyone on Skype's doing something, and I'm just depressed. And then there's everyone on Animal Jam is doing something, and I don't really feel like role-playing on Animal Jam, so I've got nothing to do, and I'm just, nothing to distract me from depression, blah, blah. But seriously, thanks for just being here. This one person. I think it's Sushi, I'm not sure. Anyway, see you guys.